So the person we are worshiping, there are a number of other prophets. You have Ezekiel, you have Isaiah. Isaiah was the one that saw the Lord seated on his throne, high and lifted up. I read that many years ago. I thought I knew what he meant. But in the course of my Christian life, I've been privileged 3 times to be given access into that world. In one of those situations, in one of those occasions, I was actually in London, and we finished a program, and I was in central London shopping with Pastor Sarah when the commotion started, the trumpet sounded, what we call the rapture. But I ran out of the shop where I was shopping and got to the street to see what was going on. The Lord had descended in the sky, and the saints were going. So after watching all the commotions that were happening on the earth, something occurred to me. Why am I still on the ground? Everybody's going up. Just about that moment, that thought came to me. I was transfigured, and then I joined them. So that journey turned back, and we went back to the celestial city. Now, I'm trying to get to the point. I was privileged to witness worship in heaven, among many other things. At the end of that whole experience, then the Lord asked the angel that also brought me here to take me and show me a few things. This is one of the things I was shocked to observe. Everything there worships. The animals, the human beings, the angels. And then I noticed that the plants were also, when the worship is going on, the plants, all this vegetation are also in the same rhythm. Actually, at a particular point, I was wondering, where are the speakers? Where are all these sounds coming from? That is, after we left the throne room, we've gone back to the streets. You have these streets that are paved, but on the side are beautiful gardens. But music, worship is coming out from everywhere. So I was trying to find out where the speakers were. I noticed that even those plants, I don't know whether their leaves are the speakers. They're all worshiping, the birds and all of that.
Declare the glory of God.
I didn't know. I got a new understanding of some of these things we call living and non-living things. Then that angel then explained something to me. So when the plants are moving, there's this thing. If you touch your heart or if you touch your nerves, the way the doctors check, you will feel your pulse. You see that thing? As long as somebody is alive, there is a heartbeat. If that heartbeat stops, you know the person is dead. Everybody who is alive, every living thing in heaven has that pulse. But it's different now because there is no blood being pumped. So what's going on? That's when that angel explains certain things to me. First of all, there are some things that I had to say. For example, at the floor of heaven, what I was expecting when we got there is to see a seat at the throne room, and then somebody is sitting there so I can just come and greet him. That's not how God's throne is. The whole city and planet gets their light from the throne. So the throne is high and exalted. The position they put, that's when I understood what Isaiah was writing. As I said, I saw the Lord high. He was looking into the heaven, but yet from the floor of heaven, where his face is so high, it's like into the sky, because it's from there the sunlight comes. There's no other sunlight. There's no other electricity. There's no other. It's from there, and there is no shadow in this place.
Father of light.
No shadow.
There's no shadow.
You can't find anybody's shadow on the floor. And so this is what blew my mind, and that's what I want to share with us. I'll show it to you in the Bible in a few minutes. Everybody, because there's only one source of life, one source of light, one source of life, and he's the man that is seated on the throne. Now everybody worships him. He supplies glory, he supplies light, he supplies life, but what we give him in exchange is worship, and that creates the sequence of life in heaven. Let me explain that again. Here you breathe in oxygen and you give out carbon dioxide. There you breathe in glory, you breathe in life, Zoe. You breathe in divine essence. What you give back to the person who gives you life is worship. That's how life is maintained there.